What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be trying to solve all of the Pips puzzles from the New York Times. Start with the easy. So we have an equals. These have to be the blanks, it seems, in one way or another. So I'm guessing just something like this, because it's the only tile we have 3 of that can fit into the equals. This has to be less than 2, and this has to be greater than 4. 4, 5, so this has to be a 3. And there we go. That was the easy puzzle. Pretty quick. Let's go on to the medium. 2 and 2. We have 3 2s. This has to be equals. This has to equal 2. Okay. So, what do we know? We know that, like, this can't be here because we don't have 2 1s to make this equal. This could be here. This would then have to be a blank. What about the other ones? This could be here, this couldn't be there, and the other 2 blank could be in either. So I don't see an obvious way about that. This equals 2, but again, it has a lot of possibilities because we have the blanks. So maybe we look at this 3. We have 3 blanks and 3 2s. And we know 2 of the 2s are used up here. So this could be the blanks or the 6s. This could be the blanks or the 6s because we have 3 6s. Does a 6 have to be used here? We could make this with 2 5s. So no, a 6 does not have to be used here. Could this be the blanks? Let's think about that. We have 3 blanks. If we use all 3 blanks here, no, it couldn't, because then this purple, if we put all of the blanks in here in any combination, then this is impossible because this is requiring a blank because we only have 1 1. So this has to be a 2 and a blank. Okay, so we have 1 2 here, 1 2 here, and 1 2 here. So all of our 2s are used up. So this can't be the blanks. So this is our 6s. Okay. That doesn't help me yet know how this is oriented. Can this please rotate the way I want? Because it could be something like that. Do we have a 2 5? We don't have a 2 5. What do we have? We have a 2 blank. And we have a 2 3. And we do have a 6 3. So that seems plausible as our first actual move in the grid. Still not a guarantee. I wonder if I could have logicked a little further to logic that this isn't a blank. I'm going to go with this for now and see where it takes me. I'm going to put the 5 here because this has to be greater than 9, leaving our last 6 to be here. This has to be 2. Could be something like that, that, and that. There we go. That was the solution for the medium puzzle. That was pretty good. I wonder if I could have proven anything rather than I feel like I went down a branched solution. But we got there. Let's move right along. I haven't liked the hard difficulties yet. I think I'm not seeing them, or maybe they are just truly hard. There's just so much when you first open this puzzle to look at. So here's a 0, but we have a lot of blanks available to us, so nothing. Okay, this might be the best place to look because this uses 7 cells, meaning it needs to have 1 of each. Not that useful though. Just means we have to make sure we have a lot of we can't use any like these tiles in here, but I guess one could end up going there. 16 and 3, how about that? What is that equal to? 6, 6, and 4, 6, 5, and 5. Can we ever have a 3 in here? Don't think so, because 6, 6, and 4 would be our lowest. So, I'm really not sure. This being a 2, again, we don't have a 1, 1, but like, right, it could be anything like this. And I don't want to just start throwing numbers in. I do think the 6s is something important to look at. So like, we have 5 of them. We have 5 of them. We know one of them gets eaten up here. One of them gets eaten up here. 5, 5, and 5. One of them gets eaten up here. But we still have 3 more 6s. This has to be a blank. And this has to be a vertical cell. But again, it could be this. It could be something like this. We have a 5. I'm just going to put some things in here just so I can see. We have a 6 and a 2. We have a 2 and a 1. Yeah, like there's no reason, it couldn't even be something like that. And then we have this blank blank, right? That fills that out. Do I just follow this and see where it goes? It feels wrong to try and do it that way. So I am now seeing, I'm going to take this away. I am seeing something. So we have 1 0 here, 1 0 here, 1 0 here, and 1 has to be used in here. And we only have 4 zeros. So I'm actually thinking if this has to be a vertical piece, can it ever, if we do something like that, right, we would run out of zeros to get one into here. So I actually think we have found our first piece, and this does go here. I think that's correct. And so now if I keep thinking about this, does this have to be a vertical piece or no? We could have, so we could have it like that, but this one does have to be vertical. If this darn piece would rotate. It could be either as of this moment. This could be horizontal, horizontal, vertical, vertical. This could be vertical, horizontal. Yeah, so this could be lots of things still. So this is not clear. However, what we do now know is that all of our zeros are used up. So that this one has to be a 1, 1. That's good to know. And there's no vertical 1, 1. So this has to be, I'm just going to like, it's just a placeholder. But like, right, it has to be something like that. And then this has to equal. But could it be, is there any reason it couldn't be like that? Vertical, no. So it could be like that too. So we know 2 of our 1s are eaten up here. Not a useful tidbit of information yet. Is there anything else we can get out of this? I don't see how I know, right? Let me just do this one more time. If we do this, this has to be 4, 4, which is fine. There are plenty of ways we could make that work. And if we have it be a 2, it has to be it doesn't even have to be 4, 4. It just has to be equal to 8. It could be 5, 3. It could be a lot of things. How about I then think about this one? I don't think that it can be vertical here because this would be impossible. Okay, so this is horizontal, whether it's this one or that one. it is one or the other. It could, I think, I don't see a reason why it couldn't be the 2 versus the 1 yet. So this is 16, right? We said that this is, if it's 5, 4, 9, it would have to be 7. So it has to be 5, 5, and 6, or 6, 6, and 4. Both possible. So all we know is that this is a horizontal and it's either the 0 or the 1, and then the other one's vertical. So these two could be flip-flopped. If this is like this, we'd have to put a 2 here. Yeah, this is just not gonna lead somewhere right now. Okay, I'm gonna look elsewhere then. This needs one of each number. So we know one of each number is still going to be used up. We have 1 1 here used up. We're going to use another 1 here. So we have 2 1s being used and 2 2s being used. Not a useful piece of information. This right here has to be 3. And do we have 3 of everything? This is going to be constrained for sure. And so is this. We have a lot of big numbers that are going to be constrained. So I think it's probably our best next thing to look at, because we know that this is a 5, 5, and 6, or a 6, 6, and 4. And for this to be greater than 15, it's the same as this, right? It needs to be a 5, 5, and 6, or a 6, 6, and 6, or a 6, 6, and 4. So I think that's most of our big numbers, right? If we have something like that, we have something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if I see something with that flow yet. What else? We have 4 1s remaining. Like, that's a lot of 1s. We can't fit a 1 in here. Okay, hold on. We can't fit another 1 in here. Could we? If the 2 was here, I guess we could. It would be 1, 2, and 6. If we did something like this, I mean, we could have a lot more 1s here. And then we have 3 1s remaining. Yeah, there's just so many options. This is 4. It could be something as easy as 2, 2. This is 1, 1. I feel like it has to be something with where can the 1s go. Because with what we know so far, we have 2 1s remaining. And we need 1, 1 down here. So we have 1, 1 left over. And this could be a 2, 2. There's no reason, and then this 1 could go wherever it wants. So it's not really, that's not even really a constraint. So what is the next thing to look at? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Let's look at this again. If this is like this, we have 2, 2. We have so many options. 2 and 6. And then we need a 2. No, I just don't see what makes most sense there. How about we look at this triple equals? Because I don't think we have enough 6s. We know at least 1 6 is here and 1 6 is here. I guess it's possible it's 6s, but no, and we know 1 6 is here. So we know 1, 2, 3 6s are gone. Okay, hold on. Process. So this can't be 6s. We know 1, 5, and 4 are down here. 1, 5, and 4 are down here. So it could be 5 and 4, but I think we need 1. Is 1, 5 in this regardless? 6, 6, and 4. guess it's possible it could be fives. I could just be missing that. It can't be ones. It can't be zeros. I think that this is going to have to be twos. I'm just not sold on that yet. We have 1, 2 missing here and 1, 2 here, and we have 3 twos left. It feels like this might have to be the twos. It doesn't guarantee it's organized like this. But something about that feels rather correct. Can I walk through that again just to see? This is 16. So this is 5, 5, and 6, or 6, 6, and 4. So this uses 1, 6. So we have 4, 6 remaining, or 6s remaining. And 1, 6 goes here, so we have 3 6s remaining. And then does 1, 6 go here? This has to be greater than, yes, because it's the same logic. It has to be greater than 16. So this uses 1, 6. So we have 2 6s. So this can't be 6. It can't be 0. It can't be 1 because we're using 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. I'm going to ignore 2 for now. Let's see 5s. So do we have to use a 5 here? No, this could be 6, 6, and 6. It could be 5s. I'm seeing, I think. We'll use 1, 4 here, so we have 3 4s remaining. I guess in theory it could be 2, 4, or 5. Just feels not possible. I wonder if there's some math thing I can do with the grid. I'm going to pull up a calculator just because I don't want to mess up simple math in my head. 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 16 plus 9. This does not equal means this is 1, 2, 3, which is 6, and 4, 5, 6, which I think is 15. So this is 21. And then greater than 15. Yes, I am still playing. I'm using my calculator. Plus 15 at a minimum. So from the numbers we know, that is 73. That is 73. And what do we have total? Interesting. Okay. This is me from the future. I just updated my little helper so it could show on screen. I didn't properly calculate this not equals region, but there are, if we count this as, what did we say? 1, 2, 3 is 6 plus 15, 21. So there are 74 pips required in the board, ignoring the equals regions just from the numbers given. 74, and we have this equals region of 3, and we have this equals region of 2. So there are 74 required, and we only have 80, we only have 90 total, right? So we only have 16. So if this equals region is 6s, it's not possible. If it's 5s, could it be possible with 5s? Well, we're using 1 here regardless. This 2 we're not counting. So we really have 89. And what did I say? 74, 89, 74, 15. This can't be 5s. It could be, did we say it could be 4s? I think it could be 4s and it could be 2s. 2, 4, 6. And then this would have to be, if this was 2s, we need, what did I say again? 15 more. 2, 4, 6, 15. This would have to be 9. And this can't be 9. So this has to be 4s, which means this is 4, 8, 12. Is that right? Is my logic right there? 4, 8, 12. I'm not sure if I agree with that logic yet. Just thinking about that. We have 74 total, plus 3 of this, plus 2 of this. 74 total plus 3x plus 2y. And we have 90. 74 plus 3x plus 2y, and we have 90. Three x 2y. So 16. So we're saying 16, right? We're saying 16 is the most that these 5 cells can equal. That's what we're saying. It can't be more than 16. So 5, 10, 15. Okay, so this, yes. So this has to be 4s, or I guess it could be 2s. And if it's 2s, 2, 4, and 8, this has to just be less than 8 because we could always increase this more. Okay, so all I got was this is 4s or 2s. That was the big reveal there. Not that useful. I guess what could this be at most? This could be 18. Again, I don't see why that's not possible. Yeah, I don't see anything with that. I don't see why, we couldn't just start going with something like this and it just, right? There's like no reason in my mind. I don't see any logic to follow this. We have 1, 2. We have 1 of everything still remaining. We could throw like a 1 for a 5, 6. We need a 2 and a 3. So maybe this is the harder thing to actually fill in then. Is that where I should have been looking all along? 1, 2, 3, 6. Maybe that's where I needed to be looking. I was looking in the wrong spot. No, because I mean, if I undo all of what I had up here, there's probably so many ways to fill in this bottom area, right? So we know 2 1s are going up here. So what do we have? It can't be this piece. That piece would break it. Can't be this piece. So we could put like a 5, 3, and then we would need a 1, 4, which we have. Like that's perfectly valid, right? There's no reason that would be broken in any sense yet. That probably wouldn't be good. So we don't want to do that. This 4 could just be this 2, 2 up here. This could just be something like this. 2. This would need a 5. No. This would need a 7. That is not possible. That is not possible, but it is possible we do something just like this, and like this, and like this, which would then need a 5 and a 6. I mean, this would just be ridiculous if this worked. It looks like it's going to. I don't like it because there was no real logic. Yeah, I don't feel good about that. Right? There was no logic to flow through there. Is that just how the hard puzzles are? I don't know. This is why I haven't been doing the hard puzzles. I feel like easy and medium really have some flow that you can follow through. But for the hards, there's just, I wonder what the hints would have said. Are there hints in this? Maybe I'll take a look at the hints next time. That was a solve. It didn't feel like a good solve. Let me know how you guys ended up. Let me know if there was some logic that I could have followed through. I kind of liked where I was going with some of this, but it just didn't, I didn't see it. Yeah, those were today's puzzles.